Today on Seattle Refined.
He was playful. He was fun to shoot. He was game.
Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. The new exhibit that peels back the layers and exposes a side of David Bowie never seen before. Then, one order of pighead coming right up.
It is the most photographed piece of food in the city, I know that.
Refined visits one of the most unique places in the city to grab some grub. Plus,
You, Carol? Wrong call. Let's hand off. Let's not pass. We're at the goal line.
too soon, guard, too soon. Mr. Swanson visits a traveling paradise for football fans. Seattle Refined starts now. Welcome to Seattle Refined. I'm Carrie Brandenburg, filling in for Guard Swanson. Now we're down here on the Seattle waterfront overlooking Elliott Bay on this gorgeous summer day, while Guard takes a few days off to relax. And boy, does he deserve it. Guard is just too humble to tell you, but I will. He just recently won an Emmy for Outstanding Host for his hard work on this show. So we thought we'd reward him with a little vacay. There's so much to do in Seattle. A lot of folks opt for staycays when they have free time so they can explore what's new in the city. And a new exhibit at Mopop is sure to thrill fans of classic rock.
Ziggy play guitar.
David Bowie practically invented the term glam rock during the glitter years of the early 1970s. With his gender-bending personas, wild outfits, and unforgettable songs, he paved the way for a whole new generation of rock star. Now, an intimate look backstage at Bowie's rise to superstardom is on display, and Refined got the story behind the photos from the man who was Bowie's personal photographer.
On my radio, ho, ho, some cat was laying.
He said really cool things. And he looked so fantastic, and the music was amazing. This was a shot I had lost.
Described as the man who shot the 70s, Mick Rock was a fly on the wall for Bowie's groundbreaking glam phase.
The first photograph I ever shot of him, only in recent times, maybe over the last few months, have I been showing it around. And it's right over there on the wall, and he's backstage at Birmingham Town Hall, thinking about his performance that night. But I think because I also interviewed him, I got to know his likes and dislikes, his philosophical views. And one thing I did find out was he was very focused on the idea of being a star. And of course you listen to Ziggy Stardust, the album, which was recorded before he was a star, and it's pure projection. He goes on about, I could make it all worthwhile as a rock and roll star.
Bowie by Mick Rock features dozens of photographs, from dressing room shots of Bowie's transformation into Ziggy Stardust, to live performances, to his most private moments between gigs.
But he obviously did trust me. I mean, at the time, I never even thought about it. I didn't question it. Because look at all the access I got. And he's clowning for the camera, too, at times. Obviously didn't disturb his concentration too much. And he was playful. He was fun to shoot. He was game. A shot like this, that one, you know. That's not one I would have thought of, obviously, to show before, but when you look at it, I mean, look what I like this. He's got this bouquet there, and the plainness of the lampshade. People love this shot. I mean, there's the two of them. You can see it's the same thing, and David grabbed one of him, and then I got this shot of the two of them. I think it's the contrast between how absolutely exotic the two of them look.
Also on display are Rock's candid and uncensored photos of music icons like Lou Reed, Freddie Mercury, Iggy Pop, and Debbie Harry. The exhibit also includes a walking tour narrated by Rock himself about Bowie's intimate backstage moments.
I think they should enjoy how fabulous my dear friend looked and how much variety there is in the photographs and how much energy he brought to the table. He was on a lot of the time. But he was also a very charming man. I mean, he, I think, brought out of the best in the people he worked with, the people he surrounded himself with.
Bowie by Mick Rock is on display at Mopop now. For more information, check out our website. One of Seattle's biggest rock and roll parties is just about a week and a half away. The annual Capitol Hill Block Party kicks off Friday, July 21st. This is always a really fun event. This year's lineup includes headliners Diplo, Run the Jewels, and many, many more. Who knows? Maybe you'll discover your new favorite band. Tickets are on sale right now. Holy lutefisk! If you missed the Ballard Seafood Fest this weekend, no worries, Refined was there. Thousands of folks turned out to enjoy great music, great people, and of course, outstanding seafood. And then, of course, there is the lutefisk, which remains a mystery to many of us. But who's judging, right? Now, July is such a busy month around Seattle, we almost forgot to mention a huge event coming up. Seattle is hosting the WNBA All-Star Game. The 2017 All-Star Game will tip off July 22nd at Key Arena. Apparently, there are still a few tickets available. Sue Bird from the Storm will play for the West. That game will be televised right here on Como TV. From the hard court to the gridiron, there's a new exhibit for football history buffs. Gridiron Glory is a traveling exhibit that showcases the best of what pro football has to offer. The multimedia experience is on display at the Washington State History Museum in Tacoma, and Guard got a chance to check it out.
This is the first known championship trophy that was given out by the Pittsburgh Gazette for league play in their area. There wasn't any formal championship at the time.
And the trophy's changed a little bit, hasn't it?
A little bit. Yeah, got a little longer, got a longer neck.
A little shinier.
Right, exactly. But it's still, you still get this recognizable shape, right? Yeah.
Cool. And you got 6,000 feet of fun in here, right? Football
Yes,
fun. All right, will you show me a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go.
No matter where you turn in the exhibit, there is something fascinating, like the original uniforms and this nose guard.
That's a little creepy, don't you think?
It is a little creepy, but it actually became, later on, they wore it on their waistbands as a weapon, and they would fling it at each other. So pretty soon that actually left the game altogether.
And football continues to evolve, especially the old leather helmets.
And then look at this helmet over here. This one's pretty cool.
So we've come a long way to this helmet, which is the clear version of the radio helmet that allows coaches to signal end plays to players from the sidelines.
Clock at 5. Pass is intercepted at the goal line.
Pete Carroll, wrong call. Let's hand off. Let's not pass. We're at the goal line.
You could spend hours here and not see everything. The Champions Theater takes you from the beginning of the game to the future. The exhibit is pure interactive. Make the call in instant replay. Or compare your arm to Seahawks great Cortez Kennedy. Even check your grip size to Hawks quarterback Warren Moon. And that's just the start.
This is a big mold of Gilbert Brown of the Green Bay Packers, and this is just his leg.
That's right.
This mold represents his leg.
Right.
He's a big dude.
Very big.
All right,
Very
where's
big.
the rest of the Seahawks stuff?
Well, we have a section called Hometown Heroes. I'd love to show you.
Let's do it. This is really bringing it home here, isn't it, with the Hawks?
Hometown, yes, in particular. We have things from Richard Sherman's locker, we have things from Russell Wilson's locker, and we have all of the really key Hall of Famers from the Seahawks represented by their jerseys.
And you have the Lombardi Trophy here, right?
We do. The Seahawks were kind enough to loan it to us for a limited time, but we are happy to have it front and center in this Hometown Heroes section.
So the Seahawks beat the Broncos. Quiz, what was the score? Don't look, what was the score?
Oh, that's not fair, Guard. That's not fair
Come
at
on.
all.
You can read it off the trophy. What does it say? 43 to
8.
Against the Broncos.
I did know that.
This is really a special place for the community to come and have fun, isn't it?
It is. Not just for the immediate area, but for Washington State altogether. I don't know of any other place in the state that you can see all of these kinds of things gathered together in one place.
This is a great spot.
Thank you.
The Gridiron Glory exhibition is open every day at the Washington State Historic Museum in Tacoma, but it's not there forever. The traveling display runs through September 10th. For more info, check out our website. If you're less of a pro athlete and more of a couch surfer, you're gonna like a new article on SeattleRefined.com. It's called 5 Apps to Get a Hot Summer Body Without the Gym. Because, let's face it, we all want to look better in our shorts and swimsuits, right? Now, the deal is these apps save you a bundle on gym memberships and personal trainers by providing you with challenging workouts through your phone or tablet. If you want to know what they are, click on our site and take a peek. Coming up on Seattle Refined, every Stephen King and J.K. Rowling had to start somewhere.
Basically, right now, it's really difficult to be seen and to get picked up if you're looking to become a professional writer.
Refined gets the scoop on a new website turning literary dreams into reality. But first,
it's a tiny little restaurant, but it's a really cool place to be if you can get a table.
Refined makes reservations at a Seattle hotspot where the food is off the hook and the head is off the pig. Look, you. Welcome back to Refined. I'm Carrie Brandenburg in for Guard this week. There's been a lot of buzz recently about the big renovation down at the Pike Place Market. But for all the changes, some things remain the same. And one of those is a little restaurant that packs a lot of flavor.
Radiator Whiskey is a fun, lively spot that's known for, surprise, surprise, its wide array of whiskey. But what's a bar without some good old comfort food?
The food is off the hook. It's really great. It's a tiny little restaurant, but it's a really cool place to be if you can get a table.
Just like this eclectic joint, head chefs Tyler and Charlie are a little off the wall.
He's the quiet one.
That's right.
He's trouble. How would you describe the food here?
Polished pub fare. Yeah, probably. Fried pork shank, a brisket, tater tots, pig heads.
Yes, you heard that right. Pig head.
It's super popular. So we get half pig heads, we brine them for 3 to 4 days, and we put them in the smoker.
It's an interactive dish too. You know, you don't come in and each order an entree. You come in with 3 or 4 of your friends, like, let's go get a pig head.
Are people surprised at first?
It is the most photographed piece of food in the city, I know that.
If you can get past the part that half pig's head staring at you, and just think that you're eating really nice pork, it's amazing. It's really good.
Now we're going to cook up some of that food that has customers begging for more.
I have Chef Tyler and Chef Charlie over here lurking in the background.
Creeper.
For whatever reason. Get up here. You gotta get up here. Hello, because we're all family now.
We're going to make some beef brisket as our main dish.
So you learn early on that you don't season like this. You season like this.
Ah.
Like a rain shower.
Like a rain shower.
We're more or less gonna try and crust it.
With salt.
With salt.
Okay.
Let's do it together.
Okay.
Then we rub in our salt.
You want to get in here and just kind of love it. Yeah, love your briskets.
Then we let our brisket sit for a few minutes before throwing it in the oven.
Because people can do this at home.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, no, you have to come here and get it. You cannot do this at home.
Since low and slow is the way to go, and the brisket cooks for 12 hours, we took a look at the finished one for tonight's dinner service.
Boom.
Wow.
So we braise ours in red wine, water, San Marzano tomatoes, thyme, carrots, celery, and onion. And then submerge the seared beef in there and toss it in the oven, 240, 250 degrees, 12 hours, and that's what you got.
The guys say to cool the brisket in the liquid so that your meat doesn't dry out.
Kind of chill and do its thing, and then you can try it if you want.
Well, absolutely.
Yeah.
Full service right here.
That's what we do when you come into Radiator Whiskey.
Oh, that's delicious.
You can catch more stories like that one from our partners at Washington Grown every Wednesday here on Refined. Coming up on Refined, what's the best summer day escape around the Sound? Find out if your favorite spot made the cut for the So Northwest Awards. Plus, a pizza Bloody Mary? We'll show you where this summer treat lives. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Refined. I'm Carrie Brandenburg, pinch hitting for Guard Swanson. A lot of terrific writers have left their stamp on the Northwest. Names like August Wilson and Sherman Alexie come to mind. And now a new website aims to help the careers of up-and-coming writers take off. It's called Prose, and as Guard discovered, it might be the perfect launching pad for the next literary giant.
I'm about to tell you several stories within a story. It's March 10th, 2014. We drive to the convention center and make our way into throngs of techno enthusiasts.
Every day, Henry Augustine bangs away on his computer. He's dedicated, in the middle of writing a book. For years, Henry struggled to get the attention of the literary world. Not anymore. Not with local company Prose as his new partner. He's posted numerous stories, now all of them getting traction.
It's social media without the superficiality. and it's a place where writers can connect with each other and spill their guts out there, bleed on the page, and not have to worry about being judged, not have to worry about people trolling them. Training grounds, literary training grounds in a way, and a way for writers of all shapes and sizes and skill levels and rungs on the ladder to improve their craft and further their career.
Prose is a social media network giving writers all the tools to be successful. Todd Kimball is one of the creators of the platform and one of the most proud.
You see people's dreams come true, really. You could have a 19-year-old kid in Nebraska that is a great writer, but he has no avenue to get his stuff out there. And if he registers, gets on Prose, and all of a sudden he's getting likes and comments and feedback, and is seen by, you know, different partners, Simon & Schuster, things like that, and they recognize his writing. All of a sudden he's gone from small town to, hey, I have opportunities that I never could have seen happen.
Prose has thousands of users. Once you register, you can hone your skills with different writing challenges while earning money at the same time. You can sell your creations in the bookstore, or write a story under your favorite category, everything from religion to romance and erotica. There's a portal for everyone.
Basically, right now, it's really difficult to be seen and to get picked up if you're looking to become a professional writer, and going the route of being represented by an agent or getting picked up by a traditional publisher. It just takes way too long. Chances are like 1 in 1,000, 1 in 10,000. And there's a serious opportunity to leverage the internet and social networking to fix that issue.
And that's the power of Prose.
I don't even know if I can really put it into words, but to take something that was non-existent and to make it into something as big as it's becoming. And I really love to just give people opportunity. It levels the playing field. Everybody has an opportunity to do something big.
To learn more about Prose, log on to our website. We'll be right back, but first, this refined, shareable moment.
This is a Pizza Mary, or also known as the Wicked Mary. It's a Bloody Mary garnished with a slice of pizza, and you can find it at Wicked Pie Pizza in Puyallup, Washington. And this bustling pizzeria is for adults only. This family-owned restaurant serves up fresh pizzas made from scratch.
What makes Wicked Pie Pizza special is we make everything in-house. All our ingredients are made fresh, our dough, our sauce, we roast our own wings, we make our own meatballs, everything is made to fresh.
So, about that pizza in the Bloody Mary.
The slice of pizza that is in the Wicked Mary, we make just before we close the night before, so we have all fresh slices for the next day. Because imagine if you try to put a hot slice on a skewer, the whole slice will end up sliding into the Bloody Mary.
Ready to try a Pizza Mary?
Welcome back to Refined. Now, I'll admit, I like a cocktail as much as the next gal, maybe more. But you know what makes a good drink even better? A beautiful view like this one. That's why I was thrilled to read on SeattleRefined.com about the relaunch of The Nest at the Thompson Hotel. And The Nest opened a few years back, boasting spectacular views of downtown, Puget Sound, and the mountains. But it recently got a refresh with new furniture and a food menu. I haven't checked it out in person yet, but I intend to. And there's a whole gallery of the new look on our website. Thanks to SeattleRefined.com, I also learned about a new restaurant in Bellevue I need to check out. The Lake House is the latest restaurant, headed up by James Beard Award winner Jason Wilson. It's located at the new W Hotel in Bellevue and described as farmhouse chic. Now, I'm not exactly sure what that means, but I do know that winning a James Beard Award is a big deal. So odds are the food is going to be terrific. If you haven't voted yet for the So Northwest Awards, now is your chance. All week, we are announcing nominees and categories that will crown the best of the best when it comes to summertime around Seattle. In the category of Best Summer Day Escape, the nominees are La Conner, Oak Harbor, Whidbey Island. Cast your votes by going to SeattleRefined.com/awards, and be sure to tune in tomorrow when we reveal our next round of nominees. That's it for Seattle Refined. We'll see you next time.